Did you know that hundreds of people had to die just so we could push open emergency doors? No? And you know what's worse? The hundreds that died were children. On June 16, 1883, about 2,000 children packed into Victoria Hall, England, in the promise of grand stunts and magic shows. This was advertised as the greatest treat ever given for children, and the show delivered. But after the last show ended, an announcement was made that children with special tickets would receive gifts as they exited. Entertainers also began tossing toys around from the stage. This created a frenzy, and that is when everything broke. Not wanting to miss out on anything, around 1,100 children rushed from the upper galleries into a single staircase. At the bottom was one door, but that door opened inward, and a bolt on the children's side meant that only one child could pass through at a time. This created a major problem. The crowd kept pushing. At the top of the stairs, some children were still laughing about the prize they were gonna get. But near the bottom, few kids had already stopped moving. Not because they wanted to, but because they couldn't. One caretaker managed to pull some children free, but he noticed that more children kept falling into the same spot. So he eventually ran up another staircase and diverted 600 children into a different exit. But by then, the pile of children at the bottom had already reached 2 meters high. A total of 183 children died that day, with most of them dying from compressive asphyxia, which is another way of saying that the children drowned in other children. The attendees were between the ages 3 and 14. And to think that inside of those children's head, they were gonna have the best day of their lives. The Victoria Hall disaster led to a major safety law that gave us the push bar emergency exit we still use today.